What's going on, guys? EirronJ, and welcome to another episode of our Hull City career mode on Football Manager 22. So last time out we did win against Everton in the Cup, and then we drew with Derby and then lost to Fulham. Kind of got smoked by Fulham, but it's to be expected. They are top of the table. So we're sitting currently in 8th place. We are just outside the playoffs, really. We're starting to slip a little bit. We're 8 points away from the playoffs. So it's going to be a pretty hard task for us to get there, but it's still possible. And as you might be able to see in the top right of the corner where the fixtures are, we do have QPR, Barnsley, and also Peterborough today as well. So we're playing we're playing, QPR, who are pretty much near the bottom 19th. Then we've got Peterborough, who are 23rd. And then QPR is currently sitting in 19th. Well, I've just said that twice. Who else? Barnsley, sorry, Barnsley. Barnsley are in the playoffs. If we can beat them, then that will edge us that much closer, and then we can kind of nearly catch them up. But we'll see how things go. We are missing Callum Elder with an ankle ligament injury, and Nathan Baxter, the first choice keeper, is doubtful with a pulled groin as well, so we're not going to be playing him. We will be going for, as we jump into the team, we're not going to play those two. We're not going to listen to this advice. We'll listen to the advice on playing more defensive. We'll play these ball-winning midfielders as defenders, and I think that should do it. But we have got a high intensity, and we're going to be playing Smith, Lewis Potter, Honeyman, Wilkes, Doherty, Smith, Emmanuel, Greaves, Jones, Coyle, and Ingram. Got a few players on the bench as well. The morale's looking pretty high from a lot of the players. Few upset people who were not playing and might be leaving at the end of the season, so we'll see. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. Hopefully get a win against QPR and turn things around, because we've struggled a little bit as of late. And we don't really want to be losing too many games now. We're getting right to the end of the season and we've played so well for the majority. And we are playing in my favourite kit as well, so we're going to tell the players we've got faith, as always. We're getting tired of hearing that saying, and then jump straight in to the match. So Hull City actually did draw with Reading in real life, which was a pretty decent result actually. We were away from home, and that makes it 5 games on the bounce without a loss, as I thought a big save came in from Ingram, but it has gone wide. We're not doing anything in the first 20 minutes, so we're going to demand more from the boys. A couple of negative reactions there from Greaves and Coyle, as we still struggle to do any. There we go. We're slowly getting back into the game now. Encourage the boys before half time. Greaves is absolutely knackered, so we'll take him off the pitch. And as things stand, it is still 0-0. That's a pretty quick half. As we approach the second, we have managed to have a shot on target now. We'll leave it till the 60th, and then we will encourage the boys once again. There we go. We will also look at making some substitutions, because we've got some tired legs and we don't look to be doing anything. So let's get Lewis Potter off. Longman can come on, hopefully get himself a goal. He usually assists or grabs a goal later on. That is a big save from Ingram. We might look at taking Honeyman off as well. He's looking pretty tired. Get him off, get Cannon on. Give him a team talk. Let's G him up a little bit. We've got faith in you, my friend. And we'll quickly encourage the boys again. We've had a few cards this match. 3 cards. Not great, is it? Never want to see that as Greenwood's through. Is that? No, it's not. Okay. That's not great. We're 1-0 down in the 80th. There's not a lot of time now to get anything from this, as it looks like we are going to lose this one. We do. Unfortunately, we fall to QPR. A little 1-0 loss. We should have won that game, really. Easily, I think. And that puts us still in 8th, but we are now joint on points and goal difference with Cardiff. So we need to seriously book our ideas up. Okay, then we are going to go for a slightly altered team. We've got Smith up top, Lewis Potter, Monco, Longman's going to start this game. We've got Honeyman playing as the defensive midfielder. We've got Smith, How was Honeyman looking? Yeah, Honeyman looking okay. Fleming on the wing with Coyle on the other wing. Then we've got Jones, Bernard, and Baxter is back in the net. Smith's probably going to have to be subbed off at some point. Emmanuel is looking pretty knackered, so we're going to rest him. He's been like our star right back this season, so unfortunately, he's going to have to sit this one out as we look, hopefully, to beat Barnsley. We should have been beating QPR, really. They're 18th. We can't be losing to teams like Barnsley. QPR. And now we really can't lose to Barnsley because that would be a tragedy if we were to lose this one. Well, let's get straight into it. As we're instantly being pressed in the first minute of the game. It's not great. Big save from Baxter. Might look like a save. I don't know what's going on with the highlights. And nothing comes of that goal, free kick. That was a terrible one as well. And we need to get out of this little rut. 5 games without a win. I'm pretty sure it is at this point. So we need to kind of turn the fortune around. Okay, we've played some good opponents. Come on, Smith. There we go. Tyler Smith puts the ball in the back of the net in the 3rd minute for us. And we will quickly praise the boys and hopefully not concede instantly from that. A few times that's happened. But if things stay as they are, we will be retaining that 8th place spot, which is what the main goal is to do, finish top 10. And we look to secure that as fast as possible. Fleming's taken a knock, so that gives us a chance to play Godsmack Ford, the new player we've just signed on loan, who will become a full Hull City player at the end of the season, as we lose, most likely, Coyle. McGuinness is gone, definitely. And we get lucky there not to give away a late equaliser in the first half. Half is what I meant to say. Lewis Potter's going off. McGuinness is going to come on, who will definitely be leaving at the end of the season. He's already been signed by Luton, I believe it is. So we will be losing him. And now we just need to try and hold on to this. Big save again. Let's encourage the boys. We need to get out there and try and grab this match by the horns. We're getting outplayed by Barnsley. Demand more as well. Honeyman's looking tired. He's going to come off. What we don't want to be doing is giving away a late equaliser. That would be terrible for us. And it's looking... The pressure's all there. We just need to hold on to this one. Encourage the boys once more. In the hopes that they can just do something for us. Please, just get a second goal. We want to ruin this little rut we're in. And once again, the ball is given away. And it's going to be an attack from Barnsley. It's come off the post, and luckily Bernard, I think it was there to get rid of it. And it's looking like we might hold on to this one, and we do. Fortunately, managed to beat Barnsley, so we'll lose to QPR and then we beat Barnsley. I'm happy with that performance. That was a brilliant performance from the boys. Can't complain too much there, as we now retain 8th. Cardiff do have a game in hand now, so they could go above us if they win by 2 or more goals. And we're very close to Preston as well. So let's jump straight into the next one, and fingers crossed we can beat Peterborough, who are sitting right down there. Alright then, we're going for a slightly different tactic in this one. We have listened to the assistant manager. He's gone for Wilkes up top, with Lewis Potter, Honeyman and Longman playing in that front midfield. Then at the back, we've got Jones and Doherty in the holding midfield role. And then in defence, we've got Emmanuel on the left, Coyle on the right, Greaves and Bernard again in the centre, and Baxter in goal again. Tyler's looking a little bit tired, that's why he's not starting. And then also we've got an injury to Fleming, so he's going to be out for a week. And Elder is still out for another few days as well, which is pretty upsetting. We've lost both our left backs, so we might have to look at that. In fact, at the end of the season, we might look at trying to get this intensity down a little bit as we look to rebuild. We lose quite a few players through the end of the loan deal. So Baxter's going to go, Bernard's going to go, Longman, Smith, and that is it. We do get Williams back potentially, and Scott will be back as well. So we'll look to try and, build on that. I would like to sign Baxter, actually, on a permanent basis, so we'll try and do that at some point as well. But for now, we will jump straight into the final game of the episode, try and grab ourselves another win. And as always, I will not say it again because I say it every single time, but yep, same tactic, and we are ready to go against Peterborough. Let's hope we can grab ourselves another win. And we do actually, I didn't even realise until now, we've managed to stay ahead of Cardiff. As I said that, they did score a goal, so they're now level with us again. So if we draw this one, we will be level on points once again. Hopefully, this is an early sign of what's to come. In the 12th minute, we're absolutely all over Peterborough. And if we encourage the boys, that might spare us on to grab something from this game. It is a game I think we should be winning. I say that and then we do end up losing, but we should really be beating Peterborough if we can. As Coyle's looking to get the ball into the box, Longman's got it now back to Coyle. Coyle crosses it in. And why did Lewis Potter should have just shot then? I don't know why he tried to pass it back to Wilkes. That was a silly mistake to make. But we will now demand more from the boys as we're halfway through the first half. Wilkes is through. Wilkes puts the ball in the back of the net in the 25th, just as we've actually demanded more from the boys. I don't think that instruction's gone through. So now we're going to get some unhappy reactions, I'd imagine. As Wilkes does put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And there you go. There's all the negatives. That was clearly going to come, so we will praise the boys as soon as we can. And everyone's happy. Just don't concede now. I've just praised you guys. That would be the worst sort of instructions, I think, or shouts, is if we concede straight away now. It looks like it might be happening. It's an extended highlight. That can only usually mean one thing. On this occasion, it does not mean what I thought it was going to mean. As we look, really what we want to do is score another couple of goals and really kill this one off. Wilkes is through again. Wilkes has chipped the keeper. Wilkes has made it 2-0. And him and Lewis Potter have linked up perfectly in that left wing and striker position. And as you can see, that is just a beautiful header through. Wilkes beats the offside trap. And the keeper has absolutely no chance as we approach half-time. We should be going in 2-0 up. I'll quickly praise the boys before the half, and it didn't go through, but we are in the dressing room, so I can tell the boys I am happy with the performance, and they're all nice and happy as well. Look, we're going to probably have to make some changes relatively soon, as Wilkes gets his hat-trick. That is a great header. So that is Wilkes on a hat-trick. Beautiful, beautiful cross there from Honeyman. We've been playing so much better since he came back from injury as well. Not that we were struggling anyway, but since he's come back, we've been playing so much better. And that does now put us 5 points away from the playoffs. So we're slowly getting back. As Longman as well gets on the score sheet. That's 2 assists for George Lionel Honeyman as well. 4-0. So this is exactly what we needed. We really needed a game like this. Especially when we go 5 games without a win. To end the episode like this is perfect if we can hang on to it. It's going to be a tall order from Peterborough if they are to beat us now. With about 35 minutes left to play, if they can somehow... Not even 35 minutes, like 25 minutes left to play. If they can somehow score 4 goals, then... I mean, they deserve the point at that rate. As Clark Harris does pull one back. And I'm hoping I'm not jinxing it now. I really don't want to be jinxing it now. Let's make some substitutions and see if we can maybe grab ourselves another one. As Dobson rockets one over the bar as well. Let's make some changes. Get some of these players off. We should now be holding on to that victory. We're not going to be losing it from this position. Just hope they don't get another goal back. We need to be trying to build on that goal difference if we can. And, oh, we've got lucky there. Ball's rattled off the post. And that should do it for us. It does. Full time has gone then, and we do, fortunately, manage to hold on, and it's 4-1. That is going to add a few goals to the goal difference, which is, of course, what we want to see. We're now at +5. We're sitting level with Preston, so hopefully we can get past them. I'm pretty sure we do play West Brom next, which is going to be a huge match. We'll go have a look quickly at the next fixtures. Alright then, we do sit in 8th place. As we previously mentioned, we're now 4 points ahead of Luton and Cardiff, so that's always good news. We can lose a game and still retain 8th. And I say that because next episode we have Liverpool in the FA Cup. Luckily we are at home, so that might give us a slight advantage, but I'm not expecting too much from this. Liverpool are an incredible team. Probably favourites to win the title, actually, in the Premier League, and we've got them in the FA Cup. So hopefully they field a weaker side. It's nice to see that Alexander-Arnold's out, and I mean Milner's not too fussed about that, to be honest, but Trent being out is definitely a little bit of a boost for us. And then we play 3rd place West Brom. So if we can somehow take some points from that match, then that will definitely boost us up in the right direction towards those playoffs. And then we play against Big Stars' here's favourite team, Birmingham City, and we are at St Andrews, which could be a tough match. Birmingham aren't an easy team to beat. They do sit in 12th, so they're round about where we are as well in terms of points and what the goal is this season. So that's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be a tough episode for us. I'm glad we got 2 wins from this one. A very weird way to do it. We end up losing to QPR, who are 18th, and then we beat Barnsley, who are 6th, which is just an odd one, but that's how the championship works. That is going to do it for this episode, though, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please like, subscribe, as always. Have a wonderful day. I'll speak to you guys on the next one, and peace.